Hello wonderful people, welcome back again to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. And we drop news every day, and we also react to every videos that comes our way. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are returning subscribers, we appreciate you for your massive support, and we say may God richly bless you all for supporting this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please kindly smash on the subscribe button, put on the bell so you get to know anytime we drop a new video. I have a video to present to you this very moment, and I will be watching that video with you. And after watching, let's drop our opinion constructively at the comment section, like our videos, and also share our videos if possible. Bye for now.
Autopsy report established, medical report established that she was raped and sodomized. And that is the reason that condom was left inside of her. The condom infected her with sepsis. The sepsis triggered her blood sugar, being a type 1 diabetic patient. All of that led to a failing health condition, which eventually led to her death.
The family of the late 14-year-old student of Premier Academy, Keren Akpaga, has said that autopsy report reveals the deceased was brutally raped and sodomized. This contradicts an earlier report by the school authorities, who claimed the late Akpaga died of diabetes. Recall that the family had accused the police of refusing to release the autopsy report to them. Instead, they released it to Premier Academy. Speaking to newsmen on Sunday, the mother of the deceased, Vivian Akpaga, said she had gone to the FCT Police Command with her lawyer to confirm if the autopsy report was given to Premier Academy, but the police had denied.
My lawyer and I went to the police to clarify if the FCT Command, if they actually gave the school the report, because they had refused to give us the report when they called us for a briefing on the 8th of September. So, but the DCP, Joseph Pam, said, denied vehemently that they never released any reports to the school, and also said, because I wasn't at the briefing, my lawyer was there, also said from the briefing they had stated 3 causes of death, but the school only chose the one that suited their purpose to publish. So he went ahead and said they'll be calling the school to write a statement as to where they got the reports they are peddling. So, but we expected that, I haven't denied that they did not release the reports to the school. They will come out just the way the school came out and published that they had gotten the report from the FCT Command. They too will come out and deny that they had not given them the report. But after telling us they did not give them the reports, we have not seen anywhere in public where the police have said they had not given the school the reports.
She added that after finally getting hold of the report, it confirmed her late daughter was not only raped but sodomized by her abuser.
But we also have our own report that states that the child was raped, she was sodomized, she was molested, and that she had sepsis, which led to her death, her eventual death.
Also speaking, the leader of the Coalition of Gender-Based Violence Responders, Lemi Ugegbe, said the autopsy and medical reports have established the incontrovertible fact that Keren was brutally abused sexually.
What Premier Academy succeeded in doing is to cherry pick. They picked the area that says the child had issues and died of diabetes, but they did not pick the area in the autopsy report that talked about underlying factors that triggered the diabetes. We have it from the autopsy report, and we're able to obtain, and we can tell you clearly that it is incontrovertible, based on the autopsy report we have, that Keren was not just raped, Keren was sodomized. She was not just raped, she was sodomized. It says, whitish, quoting, whitish patches and escoration on the labia majora and patulous anal opening and laxed anal sphincter with hymen absent. Now, in simple terms, in simple English, What this has clearly said is to establish the fact, incontrovertible fact, that Keren was brutally sexually abused, that she was not just raped, she was sodomized. And it says, "Amen absent." Amen absent. Amen is what shows that somebody is a virgin. It is absent. Keren is 14 years old. So even by law, statutory rape is established if you are not 18.
Ugegbe further questioned why Premier Academy decided to focus only on the part where the report said she died of diabetes and leave out the part where it said she was raped and sodomized.
Our problem is, why would Premier Academy choose to cherry pick? Why would it pick the area of diabetes, deceive the public with its propaganda, and not also refer to the issue of rape and sodomy? 1. 2, whose interest does it serve if we run away from the facts? Now, let's assume it did not even happen. Let's assuming without conceding that it did not even happen in Premier Academy, which is, of course, not our position. Our position is that that happened there. But let's assume it did not happen. Whose interest does Premier Academy serve if it completely ignores the aspect of the report that says the child was raped and sodomized, and tells the entire public, Nigerians, that it was diabetes, pure and simple, and not rape? Whose interest? I thought it should have been in our own interest as a people and as a school with conscience to actually work towards getting to the bottom of it, work towards establishing the facts. And the police have said it clearly when they had interaction with the lawyer, Barrister Sani Izundu, and Premier Academy. All of them were together when the police said there is an established crime of rape, sexual molestation against the child. It is established. The police said so, that it is part of what it's been established. So if this has been established and the police is talking about wanting to even get some of the staff to do some DNA matching with the spermatozoa and the condom that was left in the child, then who is fooling who?
He added that the interest of the family and the coalition is to ensure that the deceased, Keren Hapok, does not join the statistics of children who were sexually abused and their abusers were left unpunished.
We on this side are responsible enough to say our interest is to make sure that Keren Hapok does not join the statistics of Nigerian children who got sexually abused and their rapists, abusers have gone unnoticed, unfished out, unpunished. We are saying this case is a case that should mark a turning point, that we must all work together. And we are urging Premier Academy, the right thing to do is for Premier Academy to join us, not to hide the truth by saying that there was no issue of rape, which is established by the autopsy report, but by them admitting to these facts. They can argue that it did not happen in their school. We will understand that they are arguing that for certain interest. But to take away completely the fact that has been incontrovertibly established that she was raped and sodomized will be unconscionable and insensitive and a disservice to the spirit, soul of Keren Hapok and every other Nigerian child for whom we shout, for whom we are fighting this battle. Because if we can get perpetrator in this case to be brought to book, then we would have succeeded in sending a message that no child will be abused like this and there will not be deterrent. We are trying to ensure that deterrents are established by getting the perpetrator and even those who shield them.
He called on Premier Academy not to distort facts by telling the world a lie, but rather assist the family in seeking the truth and fishing out the perpetrator.
And it is our plea to Premier Academy, please do not continue to distort facts. You can defend yourself and say it did not happen in your school. The police will do its proper investigation. You can defend yourself and say your school is of good whatever. that is your business. But do not do a disservice to the truth by telling the world a lie that Keren Apuch was not raped and sodomized. Autopsy report established, medical report established that she was raped and sodomized. And that is the reason that condom was left inside of her. The condom infected her with sepsis. The sepsis triggered her blood sugar, being a type 1 diabetic patient. All of that led to a failing health condition, which eventually led to her death. The condom left in her by a rapist infected her with sepsis. And that is the story. That is the fact. And no matter how much propaganda is done, the truth is incontrovertible. Ignorance may deride it, malice may attack it. But in the end, there it is that Keren Apuch Ondodo Akpa was raped, sodomized with hymen absent. And what we seek is justice to be done so that no other Nigerian child is subjected to this and killed in the process.